To me, it just stands for timelessness in like classic beauty and something that lives on in any time period. Anything that you see repeated over and over throughout history in similar ways, because it's just such a classically beautiful thing. People like it. The theme for this shoot was Wizard of Oz, and I constantly reference Wizard of Oz and the Red Shoes and Fellini characters in all of my shoots since I've started, and Hitchcock as well. All these things are icons of style. Well, I live in LA, and I also live other places as well, part-time in New York. The car is really important to being in LA because you spend a lot of time in your car, so I guess people have more attention on cars in LA than they do in other parts of the world, maybe, and it's always nice to, I mean, it's the same in LA. A car is the same as like when you think about what you're going to put on clothing-wise for the day. It's the same as, you know, the car has to really represent how you feel about yourself, and because that's the first impression people kind of have about you. I drive a Mercedes-Benz. No.
Good answer.
Honestly, I don't want to say the best model I've ever worked with just because I don't want to invalidate who I've already worked with, but she is really impressive and completely, her abilities as an actress are really great. We're getting each shot so fast, and I wouldn't be able to do that without her at all. She's gorgeous. I love her. I mean, just everyone seems to have a really good attitude on set today, and Lara is doing an amazing job. She's not complaining at all. She's doing everything I'm asking of her. It's really great. It's going really well, considering everything. James Bond. I don't know. I mean, it's definitely got that sophisticated, timeless, like sleek, sexy vibe to it. Fast, yeah. I can imagine there being like buttons for flying powers and like bullets, and I don't know. I mean, my imagination could go wild with that car. It looks pretty cool. To be honest, it's not that different today because everyone's being so cool. Everyone's like, I mean, the creative concept was completely, I had total freedom over that area. It seemed, everyone's like, I don't know, I think as soon as the concept was approved, which happened very smoothly and quickly, everyone got on board, and now it's just been really fun collaborating with everyone in their various areas that they're good at. Yeah, I mean, normally, to be honest, it's not my favorite thing working with models because I'm usually going for a very emotional kind of character, and models are used to, I think a lot of times maybe they're used to more focusing on the shape of their bodies being a certain way, and it's more of an exterior beauty, and Lara really impressed me because she does work more like an actress would. Like, she already has a stunning figure, so I guess she doesn't need to think about that at all. And so it's really, I mean, it's been a very emotional, you know, she's just giving me a lot of emotional expressions and things from the day. It's good. I became a photographer because I liked taking pictures, and I liked knowing what other people thought of the pictures that I thought were good. So I started showing them, and then people started buying them, and then it just was like one thing after another. It was just a very organic process of just wanting to get my work seen by people. And so I just kind of did everything possible to get it seen by as many people as possible. I mean, there's so many fun things about being a photographer, but I think the one that keeps me wanting to do it regardless of like crappy weather or jobs that don't go as planned, and I don't know, just all the terrible things that can kind of go wrong on shoots. The thing that keeps me going is when I think it's just so beautiful or interesting that I can come up with an idea, like alone in my room, and really imagine it exactly so, and then maybe a week or a month or 6 months later, I'm looking at a picture that was only in my head before and didn't exist in this world, and I can show it to people and people can respond to it. It's really cool. No, it's just like an image will pop into my mind, or like I'll see something and then I'll imagine something. I mean, the imagination is always working, so it's just constantly going. Yeah. Pictures are constantly floating around in my head. No, I've always wanted to go to Berlin. I saw this movie once by Wim Wenders, I think it was, and that's always how I picture Berlin to be, even though I know it's not like that anymore. I'm hoping that there's a little bit of that left because I really love that, that look of Berlin.